Football-wise, what are y'all really good at, do you think? You're 13 games into the season. What do you think y'all are really good at as a group?
I don't know specifics. I think if you asked us, I think a lot of us would probably say we like running the football, between the tackles. We got big bruisers in there. Corey Lindsley playing center and Marcus and Andrew playing guard. Those guys, love to dig guys out and make big holes. So I think if you took a poll of our unit, we'd say running the ball between the tackles is kind of our favorite thing to do.
How big of a drop-off? Obviously, starters were starters for a reason. How big of a drop-off is it going to be for a lot of you guys are leaving now, for the guys who have to step in next year?
Well, I think you've seen two guys already prove themselves. Kind of Pat Elfine stepped in at the big house and played his butt off, played a great football game, considering the circumstances. And Taylor Decker, I think, has proved himself. He can play this game at a high level. And then there's a lot of good young players developing every day, coming out here, getting better, understanding the offense more, and getting better at technique. So I'm really not worried about the future of the O-line here. I think it'll be fine. Darryl Baldwin's going to be leading the room next year. He's going to be a great leader, and I'm excited to see where these guys go.
What do you do? What do you do between now and Christmas? I mean, how do you celebrate Christmas, but knowing there's a bowl game coming? You got to be back here 2 days later, et cetera, and stuff.
Yeah.
Give me a little synopsis of what you got planned.
Yeah, we'll practice up until a couple days before Christmas and go home. And obviously, when you're home, in the back of your mind the whole time, you're trying to relax, but in the back of your mind the whole time, you're thinking of, playing a BCS bowl game. And as a football player, that's kind of always with you. And then you come back a couple days after Christmas and prepare, and then it's game week, and you're just back into the normal grind of like you do during the season, preparing to play a big football game at the end of the week. This happens to be a Friday game as opposed to a Saturday game, but we'll be prepared.
Does Jeopardy at all cross your mind? You're a guy that's projected as being a pretty good draft choice now and stuff. Does that ever cross your mind at this point?
No.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you're playing a big-time football game.
I think I owe it to my teammates not to let that kind of stuff creep into my mind. Obviously, you got people texting you, people calling you, and telling you how good you are. But then the great thing about Ohio State is, and Coach Warner and Coach Meyer, is they keep you grounded. And I understand I have a long way to go. I don't think I'm anywhere near a complete football player, and I need to improve every day if I want to go the places in football I want to go. But I think I make it a point to myself that I don't think too far ahead, because I owe it to my teammates and the rest of these seniors, to give myself to them for one last game and make sure we can play as well as we can against Clemson and hopefully come out with a win.
Speaking of Clemson, everyone talks about how good that offense is, but defensively they're not too bad. They compare to anybody that you guys have played?
I think they're very good defensively, especially their defensive front. Comparison-wise, I don't think I've played, being a left tackle, I'm obviously thinking about their defensive ends, and number 3, Vic Beasley, sticks out to me. He's all-American type of guy that I've been studying. He's a very good player. I don't think I've played a really twitchy, fast guy like him up to this point. Maybe Khalil Mack versus Buffalo would be a good comparison. So I know I'm going to be preparing for him because he's a great football player, and if we want to be successful on offense, we got to neutralize good players like that.